What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today we're going to show you how to use the wireless remote with your mini IR4 lights. Now the remote will work with your lights whether they're set to master-slave mode or even if they're just simply taken out of the box. If you want the remote to work with your lights without the master-slave function, you can go to each light and make sure that the master mode is turned off and make sure that the IR setting on each light is turned on. So now I can take my remote, point at each light, and change it to whatever I want. What's also cool about the remote is that each control is sectioned off. So for example, you have the sound modes in this blue section, the colors in this gray section, and so on. So we're actually gonna go through step by step on what each control does. Starting with the top of the remote, you have the brightness buttons here. Moving on to the blue section here, we have the sound control. So we can set our lights to sound control 1, sound control 2, sound control 3, or sound control 4. And also from the remote, we can adjust the microphone sensitivity. So if we want our lights to be more responsive, we can increase the sensitivity. And if we want them to be less responsive, we can lower the sensitivity. Then we have the green section for the DMX or slave mode. So we can turn our lights to DMX or slave mode right from here. We can use the up or down buttons to change the DMX address if we're using our DMX controller. And what's also cool is if we press the slave button again, we can even adjust the DMX channel mode. And then we can use the up or down buttons to set it to either 6-channel mode or 10-channel mode. Next to that, we have the auto mode section to set our lights to any of the preset modes, like jump mode. And then below that, we can use the up or down buttons to change the speed of any of the modes. And lastly, we have the gray section to control all of the colors that we have available. So we have red, green, blue, white, amber, UVs, and then we have a color bank. And we also have the ability to adjust the shades of each color. So for example, if I set each of the lights to the amber color, I can use the up or down buttons to control the shade of amber. So I can lower it to make it a lighter shade of amber, or I can increase it to make it a darker shade of amber. So I can do this with all of the color options. So I can cycle between the different shades of red, the different shades of green, etc. But when I press this color bank button, I can use the up or down arrows to cycle between all of the shades of colors. Then when we have our lights set to the color that we want, we can activate the strobe mode by pressing the strobe button here. And then we can even use these buttons here to adjust the speed of the strobe. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to use your wireless remote with your mini IR4s. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.